School board leadership is not just about policies, votes, or procedures. It's about people working together toward a shared purpose. The National School Board Association identifies relationships as a core key work tenet of school boards because effective governance depends on trust, clarity, and professionalism among those closest to the work, board members and the superintendent. In this video, we'll look at what NSBA's relationships key work is, why it matters to board effectiveness, and how school boards and school board members can do it well, especially when the work gets hard. The relationships key work focuses on how school boards cultivate healthy, productive working relationships within the governance team. This includes the relationship between the board and the superintendent, the relationships among board members, and the overall culture of trust, respect, and professionalism that guides board work. At its heart, this tenet is about creating the conditions that allow the board to govern effectively through open and honest communication, mutual respect for roles and responsibilities, and a shared commitment to students and district success. Strong relationships don't mean the absence of disagreement. In fact, effective boards expect differing viewpoints. What distinguishes high-functioning boards is how those differences are handled, constructively, respectfully, and with focus on the district's goals. Relationships are foundational because governance is a team effort. First, strong relationships support trust, which is essential for effective leadership. When trust exists, board members feel safe asking hard questions. Superintendents can share challenges openly. Decisions are grounded in candor rather than caution. Second, healthy relationships improve decision-making. Boards that function well together are better able to focus on strategy rather than personalities, use data thoughtfully, and navigate conflict without derailing the work. Third, relationships protect the governance boundary. When trust and clarity exist, boards are less likely to slip into micromanagement or operational interference. Instead, they stay focused on policy, vision, and accountability. Ultimately, strong relationships allow boards to lead with stability, coherence, and purpose, even during periods of stress or change. The most critical relationship in a school system is between the board and the superintendent. This relationship works best when it's built on clear role definition, mutual respect, ongoing two-way communication. Effective boards set clear expectations for performance, provide consistent support and feedback, and speak with one voice once decisions are made. Just as important, board members understand that individual authority does not supersede collective governance. Concerns are addressed through established processes, not informal channels or public criticism. When the board-superintendent relationship is strong, the entire system benefits from clarity, stability, and aligned leadership. Board members bring diverse experiences, perspectives, and opinions to the table, and that diversity is a strength when managed well. Strong boards intentionally build mutual respect, even in disagreement, clear norms for discussion and debate, and a shared understanding of ethics and accountability. Effective board members listen to understand, not just to respond. They disagree without becoming divisive, and they hold one another accountable to board norms. How board members treat each other sets the tone for the district's leadership culture. Professionalism at the board table reinforces public confidence and strengthens governance effectiveness, which means tone and conduct matter, especially during tough discussions. And remember, governance culture influences the entire system. The relationships key work of school board's tenet reminds members that leadership is not only about decisions, it's about how leaders work together. By investing intentionally in board and superintendent relationships, School boards create the trust and stability necessary for effective governance and long-term success. Strong relationships don't happen by accident. They are built deliberately, consistently, and with purpose. Remember this throughout your work as a board member. How you work with others will help determine long-term district success.